Hello, my name is Song Lee, and on behalf of my team, I would like to present what we found out. Okay, our topic starts from a very simple question. Why people remind Pageant and Macaulay? From now on, I will call it P&M in rainy days. We found out that nobody knows the exact answer for the question. The most popular guess was the habitual spending. It does make sense at some point because it can explain why people consume P&M, especially in rainy days. We habitually remind P&M. This is why we provisionally concluded that the consumption can be described in habitual spending concepts. Basically, the most important element of habitual spending is low involvement. There are 3 L's in low involvement: low importance, low risk, and low price. But part of the consumption can be explained with this concept. However, there are remains that cannot be explained with just HC. That's why we added another variable in the concept, the weather. We hypothesized that the weather determines what to consume, and it takes more room than that of low involvement in one part of consumption. To see the relationship between the weather and consumption of particular foods, we conducted an experiment. We selected 4 countries: Korea, Mongolia, Uzbekistan, and Philippines. With these countries, we did an interview with natives. We asked specific food related to the weather condition and its reason. Korea. As you know, P&M, Pageant and Macaulay, is really popular in rainy days. Mongolia. In Mongolia, we selected 2 foods. First one is grilled Thai shil. It's a hearty soup with a meat and fried noodles. People consume it for cold days. Another one is bantaj tea. It's a rice tea soup with banj. Banj is like a dumpling and with a milk tea. For Uzbekistan, we selected shashlik. Shashlik is a form of kebab. It's a shish. It's for the sunny days, and especially people consume it while they outdoor activities like camping. Another food is borscht. Borscht simply is a beef soup. They consume it for rainy days. Philippines. Unfortunately, in Philippines, floods sweep the country in summer. There's no home and therefore no food. From the experiment, we found out 2 important facts. Number 1, nobody knows the exact answer why they consume the particular foods. When I asked a specific reason for the particular food consumption, nobody couldn't answer properly. Akin to Korean did, they said, and I quote here, "Certain weather conditions just remind me the foods." Commonly, people don't know exact reason for consumption worldwidely. In fact, nobody told us the reason is low involvement and price, which are the concept of habitual spending. Number 2, these foods do not require low involvement. Rather, it requires higher involvement. For instance, in developing countries like Mongolia and Uzbekistan, eating meat, which is expensive and spend more time to prepare, is difficult. Furthermore, in Mongolia, about 60% of people among Garo residents are unemployed. In that sense, consuming the meat and expensive food doesn't make sense further. Nonetheless, people consume and remind the foods habitually. In the existing theory of habitual spending, low involvement is necessary. However, our experiment figured out that there's exceptions. The decisive factor for consumption is not limited to price and involvement. To sum it up, the weather and culture affects the habitual spending, consumption, I mean. Sometimes these concepts affect more than that of uninvolvement, low involvement, and price. Thank you very much for your attention.